Hey, check this out from this article from Business Insider. It looks like Elon Musk is a bit envious of Mark Zuckerberg's control over Meta. Why is Elon hating on Mark so much for? Like this dude wanted to fight MMA on Mark Zuckerberg. All that hoopla that he did on X, on Twitter, this man came and did nothing. They was going to go ahead and fight one another. Billionaires fighting, think about that, for no apparent reason, just to give money to charity. And now Elon apparently wants to have more control over Tesla, pretty much like Mark has control over Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Let's see what this article goes on to read. Elon Musk told Tesla board that he wants 25% voting control at the company. Now, there was a tweet or a post on X that he said he won't consider, I guess, increasing the AI capabilities at Tesla unless he gets more control of Tesla's stock. He wants more power. And I went ahead and tweeted that out, that Elon literally told people that if he doesn't get control, 25% control of the shares of Tesla stock, that Tesla is essentially just a car company then, because he's not going to place more energy into creating this AI robotics within under Tesla's roof. He won't do it. While he would be fine with a dual class vote structure, that's impossible to achieve post-IPO. He took the opportunity to slam Mark Zuckerberg, who has super voting shares at Meta. Yeah, he's hating on Mark because he has a better power structure or control over the shares, and who votes carries more weight in the decisions of the business. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg have been trading bars for years. And earlier this week, Musk found another reason to gripe at the CEO and founder about the company structure that gives him a big chunk of voting control over Meta, even as Musk himself sees to tighten his hold on Tesla. So Mark is sitting pretty with pretty much a massive voting control. Elon's is standing over there looking at Tesla like, dang, I need to get some of that though. But how can I get it? I need to get some control over Tesla. Musk appeared to give Tesla board an ultimatum on Monday, saying that he wants 25 voting control at Tesla or he'll stop growing AI development at the electric car maker. That is where I told you earlier that if he doesn't get that 25%, Tesla is just a car company. But if he gets that 25%, then Tesla will be more than just a car company. Now, will the shareholders give him that 25%? We'll see. He currently has about 13% stake in Tesla and had around 22% before he sold some of his shares to fund his Twitter purchase in 2022. Now think about that. So he was at 22% ownership of shares. He had a 22% stake. He needed money to buy Twitter, which reduces stake in Tesla to 13%. Let me see here. Let me think about this. It seems to me by Elon sitting at 13% now is trying to recoup the losses from his Twitter purchase. Yeah, that makes sense. So he's trying to tell the board, I need to get more control. I need to increase my stake in Tesla. And then I'll go ahead and make Tesla more valuable by creating this development wing of AI. Think about it. Because naturally, with the minds of individuals that work at Tesla, it would be asinine to not think that they cannot create this AI development wing under Tesla's umbrella. So he's literally trying to snub the board. And it's like, if y'all want Tesla to increase in value, give me my stake of 25%, and then we'll increase Tesla's value by creating this AI wing. And you guys will get what you want, and I get what I want because I need to try to recoup the loss that I got from this wicked purchase that I did with Tesla. I mean, not Tesla, but Twitter. That makes sense. That, to me, is the plan that he's trying to implement with this. Telling the board, I want 25% stake. Is it a win-win or a win-loss? Because what if AI doesn't turn out to be as what many people think it will be? One way of getting that would be via a dual class stock structure. This isn't uncommon and could mean Musk wouldn't necessarily get more shares, but that the ones he held would deliver more voting power. Makes sense. One problem though, while Musk would be fine with that, he's been told it's impossible to achieve post-IPO in Delaware. He wrote on X, formerly Twitter, Tesla IPO'd in 2010. Zuckerberg, however, has supervoting shares at Meta that are equivalent to 10 votes per share. The company's dual class structure provides Zuckerberg and select executive managers and directors with them. So, while Zuckerberg only owns about 13% of Meta stock, he holds over 50% of total voting power, meaning he essentially has a complete veto over other shareholders. That is what that 10-to-1 means. Even though he doesn't hold a whole lot of shares, he don't have a big stake in the stock, but the shares that he do holds a lot of power. 10 votes for every share. So yeah, Zuckerberg literally can veto and knock down any board's ideas, decisions, or direction they want to take the company in. That is what Elon wants. And the fact Musk can't now change Tesla's structure seems to have irked the billionaire and made him sound a bit envious. It's weird that a crazy multi-class share structure like Meta has, which gives the next 20 plus generations of Zuckerberg's control, is fine pre-IPO. But even a reasonable dual class is not allowed post-IPO, Musk wrote. It's not the first time Musk has criticized Zuckerberg's control of Meta, but he now appears to want at least half that level at Tesla, though he doesn't seem to want to make himself irreplaceable. If I have 25%, it means I am influential, but can be overwritten if twice as many shareholders vote against me versus for me, he wrote on X. At 15% or lower, the for and against ratio to override me makes a takeover by dubious interests too easy. Tesla, as always, did not immediately respond to emails from Business Insider requesting further comment. An unusual plan. Check this out. Some Tesla shareholders have spoken out against Musk's request, and it could be a risky decision according to finance experts who pointed to Musk's unorthodox behavior in recent months, allegations of illegal drug use, as well as the negative impact of Musk's Twitter acquisition on Tesla stock. The whole situation points to an important weakness of Musk: insufficient respect for the outside shareholders who are contributing the capital that is essential to developing his vision. Chester Spatt, a professor of finance at Carnegie Mellon University and a former chief economist for the SEC, told Business Insider. Yeah, he doesn't have respect of the people, you, I, everyone else who tries to come in and deciding to purchase Tesla stock. He doesn't care about you, is what Chester is trying to say. Musk has also previously faced scrutiny over his control of Tesla's board, which includes his brother and several close friends. The billionaire is still awaiting a ruling in Delaware on his more than $50 billion compensation package after a Tesla shareholder sued Musk and the carmaker, alleging Musk had undue influence over the pay plan. Musk does not receive a salary from Tesla. And his pay package centers on a series of goalposts around the car maker's financial growth set in place in 2018. Specifically, the plan involves a 10-year grant of 12 tranches of stock option vested in Tesla, vested when Tesla hits certain targets. According to the car maker, Tesla has accomplished all of the 12 targets as of 2023. When each milestone is passed, Musk gets stock equal to 1% of outstanding shares at the time of the grant. While experts point to the unusual nature of Musk's compensation package, it might be the only way to keep Musk focused on Tesla, according to Joshua Tyler White, a former financial economist for the SEC and an assistant professor of finance at Vanderbilt. Musk also has a hand in 5 other companies, including SpaceX, X, and the Boring Company. Musk's so wealthy at this point that money doesn't really motivate him. Power does, White said. It creates more utility for him than just making another few $1 billion. This is billionaire problems. You have all the money in the world. Okay, cool. What else can you get? Power. That's what he wants. With a 25% stake, Musk's power will be far more limited than Zuckerberg's voting power at Meta. But his request to create a dual-class structure post-IPO is a more peculiar one, according to experts. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go through this whole article, but it goes to show you how Elon wants power. He sees that Mark Zuckerberg has power at Meta. He doesn't have power, Elon, at Tesla. Now, maybe he should have went and purchased Twitter. He was already sitting at 22% stake in Tesla. The hate is real. The hate is real. At some point, you guys can see from the actions of these billionaires that money is not a motivating factor anymore. Elon has his hand in like 5 different businesses. He's not moved by money, but he knows that people are. But this man, Elon, will be moved by power. And if he can't get power in Tesla, he's literally telling you, I'm through with Tesla. I'm not going to try to evolve Tesla into AI. I'm just going to keep it a car company. I mean, what do I got to be upset about? I'm already a billionaire. I have billions upon billions. I'm almost a trillionaire. So, okay, cool. Which he doesn't realize is shunning the actual investors, the mom and pop, the pension funds that holds Tesla stock. He's not thinking about those people. He's thinking about himself and not the impact of how it's going to look on the other shareholders. See, if he wanted power, he has to be a little bit more strategic in how he's going to get that power. Simply placing a tweet on X is not going to make the shareholders move and budge, especially after all of these other allegations and how erratic this man is. He has to be strategic and cannot go off on these barrages of where he's telling advertisers to go F themselves and not advertise on X. Like, if you're on that board, like if you wasn't his friend and his brother, which are apparently from the article is on the board, they're not going to shun him like that. That's his boy. That's his brother. That's his kin. So they're not going to say, Elon, you got to go. That's why he's not being moved, because that also is power within people, those that you associate with. So we'll see if he'll get that 25%. But the purpose of this video is on Meta, right? Look at this. We're showing both stocks. Meta is at the top. Tesla is at the bottom. I can see another reason why Elon could be envious of Mark. Look at the stock. Meta is going up. Tesla is going down. Maybe Elon needs to focus his attention on delivering shareholder value in Tesla. But we know this man's attention is all over the place. Mark, on the other hand, attention is only focused on Meta. See, Mark's not running around purchasing businesses, dibbling and dabbling in this and that. His whole mentality, his whole mind is focused on Meta. And look at the stock price. You could kind of see how one CEO's perception and vision can impact stock price. Why is Meta knocking on the door of all-time highs and Tesla is not? Let's get back to the chart. Wanted to do a price prediction in Meta because you guys can see here that the market hit our ultimate TV price. Okay, very good. We had an ultimate 6.69% price prediction for this stock was done on the 28th of December. Market came and held our buy zone on January the 2nd and ran up since then. It's not hard. It's not complicated. And the crazy part is that Meta is still bullish. Yep. So let's go ahead and fix this up. We're going to go ahead and draw this buy zone here. And I think the market's going to continue to make all-time highs. If it didn't make all-time highs yet, it's definitely there. Now, given that that's the case, we may see a minimal move to the downside. Be prepared for it. Be prepared to see the price of Meta go down. Now, these are my buy zones. Here's the biggest one is right here for Meta. Here's another one right here. And here's a closer one right there. Okay, so all of these buy zones shows you how strong this particular market is in Meta. Okay, now let me get rid of this. I don't want these two. I'm looking at these two buy zones down at the bottom, since we usually do price predictions on the long-term charts for Meta, but this stock is still bullish. Look at that 2-day bar. Here it is on the 3. The market on this 3-day bar literally tells you that the buyers bought those sellers out and the market closed on the high. Here it is on the 5. Look at Meta on the weekly. Here it is on the 2 weeks. Here it is on the 3. I'm just looking at this stock and I'm like, man, this stock is really, really bullish. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this on the chart and we'll be through. Now I'm here to tell you now that I don't know how high price is going to go, seeing that we are charting in uncharted territory. Okay, don't know. So anywhere in this price target area will have to be TP. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. Well, let me see if I should. I'm going to hold it there just a little while longer in Meta, this sell zone up here, even though the market looks like it's going to break it tomorrow, but we'll just keep it there a little while longer. But yeah, anywhere in this box, this rectangle, will have to be TP. I don't know how high it's going to go. You guys can drop Fibonacci retracements here to see where the targets would be. Cool, more power to you. But yeah, let me just keep it right there. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.